Welcome back to my Facebook Barefoot Books launch party. Thank you again for joining me. In this video I'm going to share a little bit of what I love about Barefoot Books books. The first being that they come in a variety of formats. They have small board books, large board books, paperbacks with story CD, hardbacks, and independent readers. The next thing that I love about Barefoot Books is that their books are very teacher friendly. Even though I'm not teaching anymore, I still kind of have that teacher mentality when I look at children's literature. A lot of the books have endnotes. For example, this book, We All Went on Safari. It's a counting journey through Tanzania. It's a little rhyme that teaches children about the animals of Tanzania as well as the language. It counts in English as well as in Swahili. And then when you get to the end, they have these endnotes that tell you a little bit more about the animals of Tanzania, and then the people that live there, and then the people's names. And so it just really helps to expand the lesson, also to make it interdisciplinary, and also to be great for a range of ages and ability levels. Another great thing that are included in some of the Barefoot books are activities. I've already shared this book in the previous video. This is the Barefoot Book of Earth Tales. But at the end of each story that comes from a different country is an activity. This is at the end of a story from the American Southwest, and it's an activity there you can make a corn husk doll. So all of the instructions are already there. So it really helps to it helps when lesson planning, just to help teachers not have to do so much research and so much work, just all real concise in your story. My favorite book for the classroom is their World Atlas. The illustrations are just very engaging, and it's a really great depiction of how communities are shaped by their environment. And I love the format that there's all these cool little flaps, so it's almost like a scavenger hunt of information, and I think it would just be very interesting for a student just to browse through. It'd be great for all ability levels, very engaging for low learners as well as advanced learners. Full disclosure, it does have a little bit in the beginning about evolution and the Big Bang Theory, and if you're like me and don't really agree with those theories, it's still a great jumping off point to talk about those theories and talk about what you believe and talk about what's the current belief in science is. So it's still a really great book. Now, something that I tried to do when I was in the classroom was work on character education, and a lot of the books are really great for that as well. This book is called The Gigantic Turnip, and it's a story about this couple that grows this gigantic turnip that they cannot harvest by themselves, so they ask each of their animals to help them, and it finally comes down to the help of a tiny, tiny little mouse that they finally get the turnip out. And I just think it's a really great lesson on teamwork. I think this would be a great book for the beginning of the class, for the beginning of school, just to teach about how the class is a team and how you can accomplish something very, very large if you all work together. Also, there's a great lesson in how everyone is able to help, even the smallest of persons or someone that you think may not be able to contribute a whole lot could be just what you need to accomplish your goals. So I really, really love this book. Barefoot Books not only offers books, but they offer games and puzzles as well. And this is something called Yoga Pretzels, and it's cards that have different yoga breathing techniques and moves and positions as well. And I was thinking that this would be really great for the classroom in a Montessori type peace corner, where you can teach children about the breathing exercises, and if they get to be out of control, you can send them over to the peace corner and they can practice their breathing. So I thought that would just be really great to kind of help children control their temper, especially younger children. A third thing that I really love about Barefoot books is their illustrations. They're very deliberate with them. The editors the Barefoot Books editors work with the illustrators to make sure that the pictures really add content and aren't just illustrating what's going on. One of my favorite illustrators is Claire Beaton, and she does a lot of very young children's books, like for babies. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but she does all of her work in fabric, so you know I love that. Where she'll stitch and applique all of her pictures. And so this is a book of nursery rhymes, and so it just takes very familiar rhymes, but it just really elevates it to a new level and a new area of interest by having these really very textural illustrations. And another one of my favorite favorite books for illustrations is the Barefoot Book of Fairy Tales. And again, it's taking familiar stories but adding these really great illustrations to it and really creating a treasure. So you can see just these really beautiful illustrations. I'll try to find a really good one. Alright, so that's it for this video, and I hope you can join me for the last video.